This is lesson 17, the computation of slope of a non-vertical line. All right, the first thing we're going to do is find the rate of change using the graph. Okay, so if I go here, I'm going to go up 1, and I am going to go over 2 to the next point here. So my slope is rise over run. And I'm going to move this up so we can now do that. Rise over run, which is up 1, to the right 2, which is 1/2. When we are counting rise, it is a horizontal or vertical change. Is it a horizontal or vertical change? It is a vertical change. And which axis is the same type of line? The y-axis. When you are counting the run, is it a horizontal or a vertical change? That is a horizontal change. And which axis is the same type of line? That is our x-axis. So today what we're going to learn about is our slope formula. Our slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. In other words, again, it's our rise over run, which equals a change in y over the change in x. Okay? So next, we're going to calculate the slope of the line using 2 different pairs of points. So the first pair of points I'm going to pick is -10 and 30 and 10, 10. So here, I have m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now what that means, and let me try and get this, I don't understand why it keeps giving that glare, guys. What that means is when we do this, we are going to substitute in. We have to pick a y2 value and a y1 value. Once you pick a y2 value, everything else falls into place. So the y2 value I'm going to pick is this one right here, which means the corresponding x value is the x2 value, which means this becomes y1 and this becomes x1. So now to substitute in, I have 30 minus 10 over -10 minus 10, which therefore equals 20 over -20, which equals -1. Now I can pick another set of points with 2 different pairs of points. So the next set of points I'm going to pick is -20, 40, and 20, 0. I'm going to write my formula. You always write your formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Here I'm going to pick y2 and x2, y1 and x1. I'm going to replace again, so 40 minus 0 over negative 20 minus 20, which now is going to equal 40 over negative 40, which again will equal negative 1. So this just shows you no matter what two sets of points I pick, that I'm still going to equal negative 1. Okay? Next, it says, your teacher tells you that a line goes through the points negative 6, a half, and negative 4, 3. Calculate this slope. Okay? Well, my formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Well, in this particular problem, I'm going to pick this 3 is y2, which means my negative 4 is going to be x2. My half is going to be y1, and my negative 6 is going to be x1. So when I substitute this in, I have 3 minus 1 half over negative 4 minus negative 6. So when I substitute this in, I get 2.5 over 2. Which when I simplify, because actually this is going to be 5 over 2, sorry, because I need to simplify this fraction. I need to simplify this fraction, and when I do that, it's going to equal, I'll move it up here, guys, 5 over 4. Now, it says, do you think the slope will be the same if the order of the points were reversed? Verify by calculating the slope and explain your result. So in other words, do I think so? The answer should be yes. So if I write these same points down, and I switch the order. So in other words, this is y2, this is x2, this is y1 and x1. So if I switch them around and do the same thing, so m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay. So that being said, I have 1/2 minus 3 over negative 6 minus 4. Well, now I have negative 5 over 2 over negative 2, which is still going to give me, when I simplify, 5 over 4. So yes, they are going to be the same. This ends our lesson.